To have a look at the main headlines. President Sisi directs modern sciences to be the core of studies in new universities. Egypt renominates Ahmed Abul Ghait as Arab League Secretary General. Egyptian and French armies conduct air defense drills. Welcome back. Those were the main headlines and more details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a cabinet meeting on Saturday with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and a number of ministers to discuss the national projects of the Ministry of Higher Education, the new public, private and technological universities, as well as research centers and institutes. Details.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi directed that the academic studies in new universities to be focused on modern sciences and advanced scientific disciplines that qualify graduates for the requirements of the local market, taking into consideration the current development process Egypt is witnessing in all domains. This came during the President's meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, the Minister of Higher Education Khaled Abdel Ghaffar, the Minister of Finance Mohammed Maïn, the Presidential Advisor for Strategic Projects Sharif Ismail, the Governor of the Egyptian Central Bank Tariq Amir, and a number of high-ranking officials. Presidential spokesperson Bassem Radi said the meeting dealt with the national projects of the Ministry of Higher Education, namely the new public, private and technological universities, as well as research centers and institutes. Abdel Ghaffar reviewed the latest developments in constructing several new universities across the country, explaining the geographic methodology and the academic programs to be taught in these educational institutions and how they are closely connected to the local, regional and international labor markets.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi sent messages to Arab leaders expressing Cairo's intention to renominate Ahmed Abul Ghait as Secretary General of the Arab League for a second term. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassem Radi said on Saturday the President al-Sisi hopes that the Arab leaders would support the nomination in accordance with the provisions of the League Charter. Radi added that the renomination of Abul Ghait comes within the framework of the great interest that Egypt attaches to the work of the Arab League. The spokesperson also said that the President is keen to provide all possible support to the Arab League, which embraces all the Arabs and embodies their aspirations in collective work aiming to serve the Arab peoples and interests. Abul Ghait was nominated by Egypt for the position in 2016, succeeding the former Egyptian Secretary General Nabil al-Arabi. Units from the Egyptian and French armies conducted on Saturday joint air drills with the participation of multitasking fighter aircrafts of different types in the framework of the Army joint training plans with brotherly and friendly nations. The drills will resume for several days as participant fighters are strictly abiding by all precautionary and preventive measures of the coronavirus pandemic. The first phase of the drills includes a number of lectures and exchanging expertise as well as executing several raids to boost the capabilities of both sides and to reach the highest performance level, as well as managing joint missions using the most modern weapons under different circumstances. The French forces hailed the warm reception and the perfect organization of the exercise by the Egyptian side. Within the framework of the state's efforts to counter the coronavirus second wave, the armed forces continued on Saturday to sterilize and disinfect main service facilities and areas most frequently visited by large numbers of citizens. The process includes a number of bus stations which usually see daily crowds. The armed forces are keen to use the state-of-the-art sterilizing techniques to apply the sterilization and disinfection procedures efficiency. Clinical trial data on two COVID-19 vaccines show that